perceive the person to be. We're going to commercial break, and when we
you are tuned in to
based on their perceived socioeconomic status, is it indeed a reflection of who we are or who we perceive the person to be? Question number 2, have you ever treated someone in a certain type of way because of their perceived socioeconomic status? Whether you treated them badly or you treated them well. Have you ever? Think about it. The lady that comes to your shop to buy something, and she probably wore a simple gown, and you felt, I won't buy pepper. I won't buy pepper. I won't buy pepper. Madam, why they shout? I'm watching and one buy a bag. And then maybe by the time she's done buying the pepper, she gets into her car. And you see the kind of car she's driving, and you're like, hey, che. Huh. I should have treated this lady nicely. Who knows now, if I had done well now, she probably would have made me a permanent customer or something. Or, I mean, why did we even start doing this? I mean, how can someone say boldly that 90%, a whole 90% of Nigerians actually treat people based on their socioeconomic status? So there are people that will come to buy something, and the owners of the shop will be shouting, "Customer, how you go?" And there are those that will come to buy, and they are customers too. But I beg this one, I still go buy 15 naira something. If this one come, they buy something, sometimes they buy reach 20,000. Well, what if what I need is just 15 naira stuff? 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages is 0809 0306416. My call screener is in standby. Take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So yes, when you do call, the first voice you would hear will not be my voice, but of course that of the call screener. Do well to leave your name and of course your location. Clement is calling from NTA Road. Hi Clement, welcome to the sunny side.
Hi, good afternoon, Didi.
Good afternoon, Clement. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Okay, interesting conversation. There is a popular quote that says, the way you address, that is how you be addressed.
Okay.
For me, I think the way you address, that is how you will be built. You understand?
I'm with you.
Okay, so there's a certain way you will dress. You will be built as if you are the governor's son or the governor's son. And to go to that same place dressed in another way, you will be built like the carpenter's cousin or the carpenter's son. So I supposed to work in a place like this business, like a car business, where the persons that will come to buy cars, they come with petrol papers. They come with short knicker. I think they are just going to throw away dirty. So a certain day like that, something like that happened where this man came and he ended up buying a car of almost 30 million. How he was treated, God treated him that way. It was even my boss, that looked down on him as if the guy was just one year along. I mean, was just talking. I'm talking about my boss.
Wow.
So that was the person that treated him like that. And the guy made it over to him when he came to make a payment. That people will say, like the color, and this is the specific I want. I would have gone somewhere else because I actually went around the city. I did not see it. That's why I came back. And if you're a guy here and this is how you treat people, how do you want to start and treat people? You know? So even if I thought he's coming from window shopping, the guy said it. If I come to window shopping, and give me the same treatment now. It's not to increase the price, so he made it obvious, and he even said it to our face while we are there. You know, so at that moment, I learned something that till today, I am still, working with that. And even in real estate, even those that come to buy plots of 50 million, how can they dress? And if you are not experienced in this, you don't put what is this address from industry by watch, because they look at your wristwatch and they get people with working phone.
What happened? What happened to just treating people nicely on a general term? And you look at them with the eye of this person is first a human being, and every human being deserves to be treated with some level of respect and dignity.
Stereotype. Yes. We stereotype. We judge the book by seeing the cover, and we conclude that this person, no way. That is what they think. This person, in the level.
So do you now agree with me that this may probably be the reason why some people will want to make money no matter the means, or whether illegal or legal?
And when they make that money, they know where to go and do their shopping. They don't go to those places anymore. They don't go there anymore. That is one thing about, So, it's true.
Okay.
Thank you.
Daniel from Imogate. Hi, Daniel. You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Didi.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Fine.
All right. Talk to me.
Daniel Imogate also.
You're welcome.
Yes. I like this topic. The problem there, will I call it African mentality, or what I would say, that we lack self-content. That is I don't know if you have listened to this music by that is Coat of Many Colors by Dolly Parton.
Yes, I have.
Yes. Even while she tries to convince them on what her mom put together, they can't understand it. Mainly we Africans. Yes. As I am talking to you, I hear the watch they call Rolex is very expensive.
The original of it.
Okay. To me, when you bring the original and the inferior one, I don't even know. So why should I bother myself? This is our problem.
Oh, my goodness.
Self-content is the issue. And actually, this is the reason why, just like the last caller was even to say that, this is the reason why some people go to make money by all means, rituals. For me, I think I should be known for that. The other way around that. I don't care. In my little corner, I learned it from a retired judge in Enugu. The way he treats ordinary people. I was a young man then. The way he treated us. When those high-class people come, he will also escort them through the gate. This is what we are lacking as Africans. And that is why, His Excellency, Honorable, all this. I think that is why some people lay their hands up. They feel in a kind of a way, thinking that the other man is better. The ordinary person, what you have, one should be contented with it. This is what we lack. Go and play that music by Dolly Parton, Coat of Many Colors. Thank you very much.
You know, you go to a church, you're invited to a church program, and you probably went in there dressed simply but smartly. And you see the ushers will barely notice you. Even when you greet them, you know, they find it difficult to respond. Smiling, is a problem. And then you just take it like, okay, show me where to sit down. Problem. And then you just go to sit somewhere quietly. And then just maybe the pastor knows you, recognizes you. And then the pastor announces your presence. And probably calls you to even come forward. And as soon as you stand up, the same people who found it hard to even respond to your greeting when you were coming in will suddenly swarm around you and begin to fuss over you. In short, they will want to help you carry something. Say, leave me now. I can carry it myself. I mean, I have 2 hands. What changed? From when you greeted them to now that you have been announced as who you are. I have seen people wear the same particular outfit. When I'm talking outfit, I'm not saying it's the same clothes, but they wear it, it's their pattern. For some people, it's etibo, up and down. Wherever they go to, they have it in different colors. In fact, they may have it in the same color. And it's people that call themselves fashion police that can tell that, this one looks like the one he wore the other time. Okay, this one is slightly different. And that's how they go about their business. If they wear shoes, fine. If they don't, they have their regular sandals they wear. And they are cool. They probably will take a taxi around town. Yes, they own cars. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, even with cars, they rate you. Are you driving a Corolla? What year? Are you driving a Highlander? What year? So now it's not even that you have a car. It's what car are you driving? Is it a Lexus? Luxury exports to us. Or is it, think of the so many things we have used to judge people's perceived socioeconomic status. Now, I hear that if you go to a particular city in this country, it will be difficult for you to tell between who is original and who is fake. Fake life everywhere. They want to go for an event, all fake. They rent everything. They rent from hair to jewelry to everything, to the car they will drive to that event, all fake. And then there are those of us who say, if it is not this standard, or will not regard so and so person. And we see this kind of people and we try to familiarize with them. Sometimes they don't know us. We try to make them know us. And then they get us in. Funny thing is, some of them are very dubious. They will make you pass with a huge sum of money. And then in the end, you discover, this person literally he squats somewhere. When you tell somebody you live in a certain place, they rate you in a certain way. I mean, tell somebody I live in GRA. They don't even want to know if it is one bacha. Do you know there are bachas in GRA? Oh, you are not aware. Good. There's probably one bacha somewhere. You don't care to know. It's GRA, government residential area. In Port Harcourt, is there anything that any estate that we can say, okay, this one, we can compare it to the banana island of Lagos? Is there any? Is there? Okay. But let's assume that there's a banana island in Port Harcourt. Oh, where do you live? I live at... But that place used to be someone's village. Where do you live? I live at Rumosi. What's in there, Rumosi? That place way near Choba. Is it you? Is it your person? Is it who you are? Because you have to think about it. Why am I regarding this person in this manner? I don't even know this person. I'm encountering this person for the very first time. Whether it's physically or on social media. Someone says something and you're fond of going to check the person's profile before you now know what to respond. And it's whatever you see on the profile that will now make you respond in a particular manner. Treatment, that's the focus. Alex from Port Harcourt, welcome to the sunny side. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, Alex. You would have to call back. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. Should I add this one I want to say now? Even someone's fragrance. Yes, I have to say it. Even someone's fragrance. Some of you can tell that this fragrance is an expensive fragrance when you perceive. I've sat in business classes. I've sat down in rooms where you had some gurus when it comes to this whole financial space. I wouldn't want to term them motivational speakers. No, there's a difference between motivating and actually teaching stuff. And they tell you how some of them had struck deals at certain places. And it was solely because of the fragrance they were wearing. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard of oil perfume? Yes, have you heard that the perfumes that are branded and cost hundreds of thousands? There is the oil perfume variant. There's one very small, tiny bottle. You can get it for as low as 500, 600, 700 naira. You still smell nice. Right? So if you're going to go about striking deals with people based on the fact that they are wearing an expensive fragrance, and for that reason they are high up there, are you not making a mistake? Sunday from Port Harcourt. And what happens to people who, for some reason or the other, their beliefs or their preferences, they choose not to wear any? They're not smelling. They don't have body odor. They don't just like... They would rather spend that money buying something else than buying a fragrance. Have you ever thought about that? Oh, sometimes people fly business class. They save up money. They don't want to fly economy. And maybe, just maybe, it's because they're aiming for something. They're not there yet. No, don't get me wrong. They're not there yet. But they want to be there. And they know to be there, they have to meet people who are there. So they will put in that investment. And you see them in business class and you treat them differently. And then the person that is flying economy, who probably has the means to afford first class or business class, but chooses to buy an economy ticket, is not regarded as anything. Avalanche. I hope I got that name correctly from what I see on my screen.
You got it right.
All right, Avalanche from GRA. Welcome to the Sunny Side. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Yes. One Chinke Daniel told you the truth. The problem with that thing is just African mentality.
African mentality.
Can you remember? Yes. Can you remember when Mark Zuckerberg visited Nigeria?
Yes, I remember. It was, all the blogs carried it. Newspapers carried it.
No, that guy is one of the richest in the world, not even in Africa. I hope you know.
Very much aware. He owns Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Meta.
Yeah. Our then president, former President Buhari, was very eager to receive that young man, and he was dressed on a t-shirt. Do you remember?
I remember.
Good. Our problem is just African mentality. It is only seeing something so big and you don't know that thing is very tiny. I remember sometime it happened to me. I went to somewhere, like you were telling somebody, I parked my car somewhere. You understand? And then trekked into the place. Man, I was so humiliated. I was seen as a nobody. By his grace, at least I own up to 3 SUV vehicles. But when I now went back again another day with one of my vehicles, I was received like a hero. Can you imagine the irony? That is the problem of an African man. And that is what is causing us these problems. You see people killing, wanting to just live a kind of fake life. That is nothing. Not being contented with what you have is a problem. Be all right with what God has given to you. Bring yourself out. If you have little dresses, make sure you clean them up, iron them properly, and wear on. Don't mind who is looking at you and who is rating you.
But how can you say we shouldn't mind when people are looking at me and looking down on me? I mean, how can you tell me not to mind?
They're on their own. You know who you are. Okay. So such people is just like an example you made with somebody who went to church. Do you know that same man can employ those, what do you call them?
Ushers.
Ushers. But because of that singular act, even if that man had the mind of employing any of them, he would not. So, my dear sister, thank you so much.
I once heard a story of how someone went in for an interview and humiliated the Oga Kwata Kwata of the organization. The guy was just seated there, simply seated there. No special effect. Nothing to show that this person owns this company. Nothing whatsoever. And then she walks in. The guy asks, how may we help you? In her head, this person is probably a janitor or maybe the security guard or something, maybe an errand boy. And then he says, all right, no problem. He goes back to his seat and he's watching and he's observing. And it's the turn of the lady for an interview. And a simple question was asked to her. What was the question? So this organization, we have people come in every now and then. We have a large clientele and all of that. When you encounter somebody that walk into our office for the very first time, how do you address the person? It just wanted an idea on how she would treat staff members. I beg your pardon, potential clients. And the first thing she said was she will start with the known clients, those people she already knows. And then the new persons, well, she'll greet them now, but they'll have to wait. And then okay. And then the boss walks in. And everybody says, welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. And then she's like, why are they telling this guy welcome? What's he even doing in this place in the first place? And then, of course, he takes his seat. I mean, it sounds like a typical Nollywood movie, but then these things are real. Like I was saying, skits, movies, they mirror society. And then he says she can't get the job. Because it's not just about the clients that come into the organization. What about the people she would work with in the organization? The people who will be her colleagues, who would be her co-workers. So it only tells her she's going to treat the janitor. And in that organization, they try to practice what we call equal, somebody help me. You know, they see everybody as equals. So she can't treat her co-workers right. She would most likely not treat clients nice. They will most likely lose clients. So she's sorry, she can't get the job. Funny how people have lost out on relationships that would have been profitable. Little wonder we always see Nollywood stories about how a rich man pretends to be a poor man to find true love. And he ends up settling down with the girl who sees past everything, his socioeconomic status, and sees him for who he truly is. And then towards the end of the movie, he reveals himself that, I'm actually rich, I have money, and the girl feels somewhat betrayed. Why did you have to lie to me? He said, why wouldn't I? I see people flock around me. I see people over around me. I see girls dying for me. And it's only because of who I am or who they think I am. How about they think I am someone different? None of them are around me, but you stayed. So would you blame me? And then she forgives, and then the story goes that they live happily ever after. Typical Nollywood, typical fairy tale. Abroad, a lot of us would love to go there. People who have cars jump trains. Yes, they park their cars somewhere and they get on a train and they get to their destination. They dress in accordance with the weather for most of them. Alright, so you are the one that will now go and be checking the price tag of what they bought. They have really nice places there, so whenever they take pictures, it will always appear nice. But some of them are just normal human beings who have been able to manage their finance to an extent that it works well for them. And there's that need to always compare yourselves with them. Ask yourself, how have you been treating people really? How? This person is a celebrity. Oh my gosh! Probably this person is an upcoming. I beg. We Christians are taking it so serious. Other religions don't judge by appearance. I am wise, Babby. Anonymous says it's a reflection on us, not on who we think they are. And no, I don't treat people badly based on what I think they have in their bank account. When my husband approached me and he wanted to start giving me money, I told him to hold on first, so that he and I can know for sure if I can like him, even if I don't think he has money. I knew I'd entered the media space, and I didn't want a situation where after we marry, if something happens that makes Pepe not to rest, even temporarily, he'll have high blood pressure because he'll be thinking I'll disrespect him or that another man will snatch me. He had already told me he is just an average guy, as in he used those words, and this man actually went to extra lengths to look the part. I'm not into designer stuff. I don't care about cars that are not RAV4. So there are certain things I didn't know to look at. When I did my background checks on him, I made sure not to look for his finances, just character and history of how he behaved at places he worked before asking me out. Because I knew even if this man is average now, it won't be for long. The day they sat me down and told me, he's not really average. He actually has money. And he owns all this stuff that you have been led to believe are rented, but he really loves you. Please don't dump him. I had brain freeze, and my heart actually stopped for a second. I started laughing like a crazy person. I looked around for hidden cameras and waited for a director to call cut, because I thought I was on a movie set. Nigeria Info. Final caller. Good afternoon to you and welcome. And we lost that call. The phone lines have not really been behaving well today, so I'll have to apologize on the phone lines we have. Someone says this is not African mentality. Here in Nigeria, Muslims don't value appearances. The bottom line is this: treat people as you will have them treat you. Respect everybody. The one who buys something of 10 naira is a customer and is valuable to your business. Same goes for the one who buys things for 100,000 naira. In fact, let me shock you. A friend of mine told me that she rarely shops at supermarkets. So that hype of, I went to XYZ place to shop is not in her dictionary. So that they will see you as going to shop where? You come back with your shopping bag and you're like, for this person to go and shop here, it means the person... For everything she wants to buy, she goes to the street vendors. At least that we have it. She feels that money is far more valuable to that street vendor than those bigger supermarkets, because she feels like whatever they create there, the air conditioning and whatever, is all in a means to rate people. And if you feel like you belong to this class, okay, you can buy here. And my money is not valuable to you. I mean, if you had that much money to set this up, then you set it up for your people. I'll go to that lady, Mama Emeka, give me 1 row of milk. Give me this. And she's covered by the time she's done buying from here, she has spent up to 50, 100,000. She's more at peace with herself for patronizing these persons. Treat people well. Bottom line, treat people well. You never know. The madman you are shouting at today, come on, you leave my hand, may just be pretending. The person who you think is influential may only be impersonating someone and is probably living a fake life. My name is Denise Dennis. Thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. Once again, sincere apologies for the phone lines. I've had a lot of dropped calls from our first conversation up until now. I live in Abuja, and it's a place where a guy in a simple kaftan can have a bank balance that will make you think you are hallucinating, whereas the one in designer labels might be broke. Another thing people don't realize is that some rich people trust their maids. The maids look like maids, so if you're rude to the maid because of how they look, and they tell their employer not to buy from you, you are done for. On X, we are at Nigeria Info. Thank you for that message, by the way. On X, we are at Nigeria Info PH, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Follow me on X and Instagram at _Denise_Dennis. Follow my Facebook page, Denise Dennis, and follow my Facebook account, Denise Dennis. Well, I'll be back here on Thursday. Yes, on the sunny side. Do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Rivers Today comes up at 3, and thereafter, Hard Facts. Stay tuned.
It's all talk and